Imagine you're a captain in the Royal Navy in the year 1789. No storm, no enemy, the Pacific is calm. And yet, in the dead of night, your ship begins to creak and groan like it's pulling itself apart. It is, because your own men have been secretly tearing nails out of the hull to buy themselves a place in paradise. That ship is HMS Bounty. This is the mystery at her heart. A couple of years earlier, in 1787, London is the center of a brutal, efficient world. The British Empire spans oceans. The Atlantic slave trade is booming. Plantation owners in the West Indies want more food for enslaved people, and they want it cheap. Enter the grand Enlightenment idea. Sail to Tahiti, collect breadfruit plants, move them across the world as living cargo, and feed slaves for pennies. Natural science in the service of human misery. The Navy buys a small merchant collier, refits her, and renames her HMS Bounty. Her great cabin is turned into a floating greenhouse. Lieutenant William Bligh, veteran of Captain Cook's voyages, is given command. He'll sail from England in December 1787, circle half the globe, grab the plants, and come home a hero. That's the plan. The reality is waiting in the middle of the Pacific. On 26 October 1788, after 10 punishing months at sea, the Bounty drops anchor in Matavai Bay, Tahiti. To Bligh, it's a waypoint. To his crew, it's the edge of heaven. To the islanders, it's an island made of iron that happens to float. Anna is on the beach when the longboat first touches sand. Her village carves with stone and shell, basalt adzes, coral blades, bone hooks. Iron tools, washed ashore from earlier European ships, are legendary. A single iron chisel can change how fast a family builds, farms, and fishes. One of the sailors steps out of the surf, boots sinking into warm sand. Sunburnt, exhausted, blue coat faded, Nathaniel. In his hand, a small, dull gray object, a nail. Iron, Anna says cautiously in broken English. He blinks, surprised she knows the word, then smiles. Nathaniel. He touches his chest, then, after a heartbeat's hesitation, takes her hand and presses the nail into her palm. For you. It's an ordinary ship's nail. To her father, turning it by the fire that night, it's a revolution. With this, he murmurs, we carve twice as fast. We mend canoes in a day, not a week. He puts it back in Anna's hand. Keep it. It came with a year and a name. Through late 1788 and into early 1789, while Europe edges toward the French Revolution, life on Tahiti and the Bounty braids together. By day, sailors and islanders dig and pot more than 1,000 breadfruit plants for the plantations. By night, fires burn along the beach, stories are traded, languages mixed. And always, quietly, iron moves. Nathaniel brings small things when he can. Bent nails, broken knife tips, twisted hinge scraps. On the ship, they're rubbish. On the island, they're currency. Iron becomes faster canoe building, stronger house joints, sharper tools. Chiefs track who has it. Families hope for it. Every piece is a tiny step into a new technological age. Between Anna and Nathaniel, the trades become an excuse. Words are learned, hands linger. The island and the man in blue start to blur together in her chest. From the quarterdeck, Bligh sees a different picture. He sees men staying ashore too long. He hears laughter drift up from the beach. And then, the carpenter comes with the news that freezes his blood. Nails are missing, sir. From rails, from spare spars, from places they shouldn't be. Bligh has sailed with Cook. He knows what a storm can do. His mind runs the numbers with brutal clarity. Missing nails, weaker joints, weaker hull, ship broken in the next real gale. In a world where ships are the empire's arteries, a nail isn't romantic, it's structural. He cracks. Bligh orders searches. Chests overturned, hammocks shaken, every piece of metal counted. The men stand in rigid lines under the sun, while their private treasures are dragged into public. You'd tear the bones from this ship, Bligh roars, just to buy favor on that shore? You'd trade all your lives for a handful of iron and the memory of a warm night? He just says, thieves. Resentment Enlightenment starts to coalesce. Around nails, around humiliations, around the knowledge that in London, this voyage is about breadfruit and profit. But here, on this beach, it has become about people. By April 1789, the breadfruit plants are aboard, crammed into the great cabin. On April 4th, Bounty finally leaves Tahiti. The men look back at the island as if something has been cut out of them. In the gray pre-dawn of 28 April 1789, a new sound tears the ship awake. Boots pounding, doors slammed, shouts. Fletcher Christian seizes the deck. Bligh is dragged out, hands tied. The launch is swung out and loaded with a few days' food, a quadrant, a watch, and 18 loyal men. Boat or ship? Someone yells. Choose. For Nathaniel, the choice is savage. In the boat, Bligh, furious and unbroken, a near impossible 3,500-mile open boat voyage toward Timor and salvation. On the ship, Christian, desperate and now a criminal, the chance, thin as a nail, to turn back toward Tahiti, toward Anna, toward the iron he has already hammered into her world. He stays on the Bounty, not because mutiny is noble, because he cannot bear the certainty of never seeing that beach again. What happens next is history and legend both. Christian will briefly try to settle Tubuai, then return to Tahiti, then vanish east to a misplaced dock called Pitcairn Island. In January 1790, the mutineers strip the Bounty of masts, fittings, every last nail they can pry free, then burn her to the waterline so no British ship will ever see her again. On Pitcairn, that iron becomes hoes, house nails, crude knives. The skeleton of a burnt ship reforged into the bones of a tiny, violent community. In 1791, the frigate HMS Pandora will arrive in Tahiti, hunting mutineers for trial. The Empire wants its story back. Villains, victims, verdicts. But on Tahiti, Anna walks the shore at sunset, the first nail still warm against her skin. Her brothers carve with tools Nathaniel's iron made possible. Canoes cut cleaner wakes. Houses stand stronger in storms. In every glint of metal, there is a ghost of a man torn between oath and love, discipline and desire. In London, the mutiny on the Bounty is filed as a case of failed command. History books talk about temperament, leadership, naval discipline. But if you follow the metal instead, the nails given, hidden,